All right. Hello, everybody. Chuck Wang here. So what I'm doing real quick is a walkthrough of how to promote your podcast with Facebook ads. Share the screen here right quick. That's weird. Not a problem. All right. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to assume that you guys are set up with an account and you know how to get to Power Editor. All right. Cool. So what we'll be doing is creating a new campaign. I do have existing campaigns, but let's just call it a test campaign. All right, we're going to do auction style. And our objective is to have clicks to the website because we want people to click on the link and download our podcast. Create a new ad set. Let's say if we were working with multiple podcasts, okay. Podcast. And B for the specific episode. Let's just call it episode 7. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to run down this real quick for you. Okay. And when you're back in Power Editor, what you'll end up doing is you'll see all the metrics when they start getting populated here. Okay, for that campaign. And if you want to change the ad sets around, you can do so here, which is exactly what we need to do because we need to set our daily budget. What I like to do is create a $5 budget per day to start so I can dial in my metrics, okay? But I don't want to spend too much money at the same time because I need to have Facebook understand what it is that I'm trying to get at as far as my demographics. And I also need to do a little bit of trial and error because it's not always exact. I like to schedule for 24 hours. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's do 48 hours. Ballpark. Okay, it's cool. Have this ads run all the time. Now let's create a new audience. I do have audience set up already, but just to show you what this looks like, you can reach quite a bit of people and get really specific as to what it is that you are trying to accomplish. All right, let's say we're looking for somebody in California. So we're looking for both men and women, age 35 and above. I'm setting this up assuming that you don't have an audience or you don't have a list. This is just from cold traffic, okay? English. Interests. What are your people interested in? All right. My people are interested in having leisure time and travel, interested in family, relationships, and let's say parent-teacher conferences. Maybe not. Yes. But there's other things like, you can put online marketing. Okay. Anyways, so those types of attributes. You can also get into purchase behaviors. You get really, really, really specific, as to what they want. All right. And then you'd hit save this audience. Call this test. All right. And this is actually the really important here. Okay. Where do we want these ads to show up? Now, most of my people, most of my audience is going to be listening. They're going to be listening to the podcast on their mobile device, usually in the car, at the gym. So I'm going to select just the mobile news feed. All right. On the mobile device, excuse me, you can select just the iOS if you want to, or you can do them both. A lot of times it's best for you to create two different ad sets, okay? One for iOS, one for Android. That way you have better metrics and better tracking. This is set just fine. And we're good. Okay, that's that. Okay, here we go. Let's connect my page. I'm going to put one image in there, but you can have multiple ones. Let me just grab my URL for the podcast. And place it in there. All right, now for the text, it's body of the text. Right. Clever. And that will describe the podcast, the headline. Okay. Just attributes as to how you want to see your podcast show up in the feed. Podcast about. You have to be careful as to what type of copy you use. Facebook does have very specific rules. You can't make outrageous promises, those types of things. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Select an image. You notice how Facebook does populate, it did populate the metadata ahead of time. Highly recommended that you choose your own information, okay? And this is what your ad will look like when it's done. Pretty easy, pretty quick. And when you're done, you hit apply, and then you hit upload changes, and it sends it up to Facebook. Okay, it's pretty cool. It's a great way to get cold traffic. It's a great way. You can actually do so many different other things. Like you can target your Facebook fan pages. You can create lookalike audiences. It's a wealth of actually kind of creepy if you think about it, how exactly you can target your audience. But it's really cool. It's a great time to be an entrepreneur. We have a lot of different entrepreneur. We have a lot of different options that we can use that weren't available to us not too long ago. So take advantage of it and create lots of traffic for your podcast and create great impact and all those great things. Yeah. So hope this was helpful. And if you guys have questions on anything, leave comments or let me know. Okay.